to the stations. Yeah. Assume the positions. Time to go. Everybody ready? Good evening, everybody. I'd like to call us into order. This is our agenda meeting for the Nashville Town Council. Tonight is Wednesday, February 1, and for the record, it is 7 p.m. We have one item of business tonight, which is a public hearing, a joint public hearing with the planning board who is with us, and we'll move along as rapidly as possible. First of all, we have to go into public hearings. The chair here a motion to go into public hearing.
So moved.
Second. It's been moved and second. We're going to public hearings. Any discussion? If there be none, all in favor indicate so by saying yes.
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 Opposed, no. Accordingly, we're at public hearing. The first item is a zoning request, 2016-06, request to rezone property located on East Washington Street from R10 Residential Zoning District to B1 General Business Zoning District. This parcel contains approximately 3.5 acres, as identified by Nash County Tax Parcel Number 380120901399. And if you look at the attached map, you will see it is the wooded area across the street from what is now Walgreens, along in the area of so-called Calvin's Branch. I've asked our planning director to give us a little overview of what this thing is, because there's been questions about whether it's a wetland, whether there are right-of-ways on it for the town, which is sewer and some gas going in front of the place, and other things before we move forward. Mr. Hassel, will you bring us up to speed on these questions, please?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'll tell you what I know, and then some of the things that we'll be going through if this rezoning were to be approved next week. What we know is that there is a blue line stream on the east side of the property, which is closest to the auto parts store. Here have buffers that here have to work with once he submits a site plan. We also know that we have a sewer easement that's kind of towards the left-hand side of the property, middle way. That's a 30-foot access easement for our sewer department, and it also has a 15-inch sewer main inside of that easement. So those are things that we'll have to navigate once the site plans were to be approved and worked through. The wetland question, those have to be flagged and delineated at the appropriate time if they exist. That we haven't got that far in the process yet, but those are things we'll be working through in the future.
Okay, so the assumption is there's enough land there to do what they need to do around the wetland areas, the right-of-way areas, and the other things with whoever they wish to access the street.
I think they can design it to where they can make use of the property.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. With all that said, then we'll move forward. Understand that this is a public hearing. There'll be no decisions made tonight. After this hearing, the planning board will consider this issue and recommend us their opinion, and which we'll act on that next Tuesday night, our legislative session. Therefore, is there anyone from the general public who has anything to say for or against this issue? Would you come forward, please, and state your name and address for the record?
Yes, my name is Kevin Varnell with Stocks Engineering, and our address is 801 East Washington Street, and we are representing the owner, Jeremy Bell, for the property, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Okay. Anyone have any questions for?
I do have one. Mayor, you just asked a question about our easements as far as the sewer lines and stuff concerned. And you say you think there's enough property there for them to navigate situate their building as to not interfere with it. And when you say interfere, will we not be, let's take the sewer line. Will their property not be over the sewer line at all, or would the building not be over the sewer line?
Yeah, the building will not be over the sewer line. There may be a parking lot that goes across it, or a driveway.
We may have to cut up.
That's
a
correct.
parking lot,
That's correct.
but not the building.
Correct.
Okay, so there will not be any construction over anything.
That is correct. There will be no buildings over top of the sewer line.
But the construction, it may be over there, across their parking lot. Okay.
That's right.
Okay. And for a second time, does anyone from the general public have anything to say for or against this issue? And the third time, does anyone from the public have anything to say for or against this issue? Thank you, Kevin. Anyone from the council have anything to say for or against this issue? Okay. In which case, we'll refer it now to our planning board, and we will ask for a motion to go out of public hearing.
So made.
It's been moved and seconded, we'll go out of public hearings. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor indicate so by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Accordingly, we are out of public hearing. Time for the council comments. I'd like to bring you up to date on Mr. Coleman tonight. I've learned just before the meeting, he got the flu. So we'll hoping the best, and give him a call if you feel like it. Okay, other comments. Mr. Taylor?
No comments tonight, Mayor.
Mr. Taylor?
No comments tonight.
Ms. Henry?
I'd just like to make mention on February the 6th, from 2 to 3:30, there is a public meeting. When I say public, it's for elected officials at Brown Auditorium concerning the Sunset Avenue interchange,
Is that
from 2 to 3:30.
2 to 3:30?
There's one for the general public from 4 to 7, the very same day.
That's the one I got a notice
Okay.
of. But it's at 2:30,
2 to 3:30.
2 to 3:30. Okay, I need to be there for that. Okay, thank you very much. Okay,
That's on the 6th.
6.
okay. All that being said and done, we'll turn this over to the planning board, and we'll now, Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So made.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded, we adjourn. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor indicate so by saying yes.
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 Opposed, no. Accordingly, we're adjourned. And the planning board may assume the station. And there you are, dear. Thank you. Need more glue.
Thank you.